When God wanted to demonstrate his wisdom and his power, he didn't bother talking much. The Bible will be exhausted. You still won't finish. So what God did was that he made man as the demonstration of his intelligence and his power. Man is called the demote of God. That's why our functionality is what even we have not understood. You are the one who look at yourself and think, I'm just a man. You don't know who a man is. When man was created, he was created in the likeness of God. He is supposed to be the zenith of God's wisdom, power, and intelligence. The Bible said eternity is in man. He put eternity in our hearts. The whole of eternity. God buried it here. We are able to accommodate it. When God came into the earth, there was nothing that could accommodate God. God lived inside man. And God found a successful and comfortable habitation in man. That's why in Psalm 8 verse 4, there was an argument in the spirit. What is man? Who is this creature that is able to carry God and carry eternity? There's something about us that we have not yet discovered. Now, see how beautiful the earth is. We have not reached 1/10 of the possibilities that we have. This is just what the fallen man has discovered. Imagine what will happen if the recreated man in Christ taps into his potential. It is in rebellion and in the fall that we have created a world like this. Imagine what happens if we enter our realities in God. Because what God created, the Bible said we were fearfully and wonderfully made. Ask yourself, who was saying that? The psalmist said, I know that I was fearfully and wonderfully made. He had it in the spirit realm. So we were created to model God's ability. In fact, in Ephesians 2:10, Paul said, you are his workmanship. You are the proof of God's creative power. He said you were created in Christ Jesus for good works. You are a wonder. If you are not yet at that level, you have not found yourself. But you know what? Before Adam found himself, Satan found him and said, this guy is not normal. I have seen the angels. They are not a threat. This one that God has created, that look as if he doesn't have glory, there is something about him that we have not yet discovered. And the truth is, yes, the glory man carries is so much that God had to hide the glory in dust. Because if the glory of man were put outside, you will mistake man for God. Because we were created in the image of God. So God had to hide man. After he created man, he didn't display man. He hid man in himself until he gathered the dust and he hid the man inside. Because if you reveal the man's full capacity, creation will mistake us for God. That's why the Bible said we have this glory in earthen vessel.